in a completely divided world, and we continue to hone in on a lot of the different issues that at the end of the day, that's all they are. They're just issues. Even with the whole Nick Cannon thing, it is a big issue from somebody it's only an issue because he has money. If he doesn't have money, he's a nobody. Just another man spreading a lot of seed, creating a lot of babies who aren't going to have a father, and they're going to become another statistic. So how do we, this is why I really like this panel, just sitting back listening to everybody, because I think that there's an opportunity here to kind of heal the divide and stop saying, well, this is men and this is women. How do we actually heal this divide? Because really what's going on is everybody's hurting. Women are hurting. Men are also hurting. So how do we heal that divide between the man and the woman so we can ultimately get back to what we were intended to do, which is have thriving, prosperous families? If we go back to the top 3 things that we were supposed to do in the beginning, be fruitful, multiply, and subdue the earth, not dominate each other. We're too busy trying to dominate each other that we lack the purpose and the direction to be able to dominate the things that we're supposed to dominate, which is what we get gifts for. So I'm just
let me ask you a question real quick, because I've had this conversation a lot, and then I'm gonna give the panel an opportunity. I have 2 sons, I have 2 daughters, right? Okay, so if they come to me and ask me, they say, Dad, can we go to the water park? Who's responsible for saying yes? Me or the kids?
You.
Okay, so I'm the one that holds the yes.
Mm-hmm.
And kids are manipulative, as we know, if you have any.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, at the end of the day, my responsibility to say yes or no.
Absolutely.
Okay. If we go, it's a result of me saying that we can go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very similar process. And when I'm talking about, when we talk about women being able to say no to sex, because women have become the point of, I'm gonna let you speak on it too, Prototype. Now, I'm not going to teach my sons to like go and procreate unless it's your wife, right? But what I'm saying is, if you control the access to yes or no, because men have control of who gets married. You agree with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if there are less marriages, I can blame the men. If there's more sex going on, then I can blame the women. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Prototype.
As logical as a woman can come off and seem, she still has this part of her that's very emotional. And if you wave something shiny in front of her, you can manipulate that woman and doing whatever. Like, they can't help it. So you're sitting here talking about how they have the access to saying yes or no. And you're not wrong for that. But they still have this emotional element that men can tap into that will make them say yes or do things that, I don't know why I did that. They can't, they're just not accountable. You just can't give them that. Like, I understand that we want to, but they're not men. They don't think like us. You know what I'm saying? So giving them that kind of accountability to be like, well, you have this power and you're supposed to do X, Y, Z with it. A lot of men can't even control it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, it's your primal instinct to go and spread your seed all over irresponsibly. Like, you know what I'm